Because I've just recently had 2 years back home, and it was tough, man. It was tough. I just felt so like my mother, to be honest. I think it was some of my mother's wound I was feeling. I was healing parts of my mother wound, which she was taking on her loneliness as a kid. Because I've always felt with the black sheep. I've always felt that people don't understand me. And here I am in my hometown, and I was catching up with some friends, and I was just completely ignorant because that hasn't been my environment. And then you're going to watch boxing or something together, but then next thing there's no one there. You're like, what the fuck is it? And you go into the kitchen and there's lines of coke on the kitchen worktop, and I'm like, and they saw my face and like, oh, you alright, mate? And I'm going, aye, sorry. Because they thought I was judging them, but I was just shocked. I felt a bit naive, going, oh, this is still a thing here. Like, I'm so far removed from that life. And I just felt, I can't be about them. And it was sad, mate, because I knew I had to leave them. Snoop Dogg talks about bridging the gap. It's like when you're coming up, he says you and the homies come up together. He said, but as you grow, they stay where they are. And the only way of staying connected is for you to come back down. But no, they've got to come up. And it's that whole acceptance that they might never. And that's okay. It's not your path. But I did feel like I felt alone. Felt deeply lonely. I'm like, wow, I'm so like my biggest value.
That explains it, right?
Yeah. Felt so disconnected, man. But the beautiful other side was I was so connected to the land. So many parts of Scotland I went with during lockdown. Fuck that, I'm not doing lockdown. Freedom's a big part of mine. And I just connected higher and connected to a dear, God bless him, Stephen Slavin, rest in peace, brother, a dear friend of mine that I went through school with, who was showing me some really interesting things of our local area, ley lines of energy and masculine and feminine energetic portals, and linked to a lot of the COVID fuckery that's going on, to be honest. And I remember asking him, because quality time's a big thing for me, so I don't give my time away. For like, I'll go, oh cool, what do you want? And I'll frame it first and see if it's worth my time. He asked me he said, I've got something cool to show you. And I never even asked him why. I just went, okay. And then when he was showing me certain things, it blew my mind. And I said, can I just ask, why me though? And he liked a puff. And he said, you're one of the most spiritual people I know. You're one of the most connected people I know. And even if you never agreed or believed me, you would listen to me without me making me feel as if I was an idiot that had just smoked too much green. And I was like, cool, man. And sadly, I was over in Barcelona in August 2020. And I would have been with him and my other mate, Big Turtle. They were doing the lochs in the Outer Hebrides Islands of Scotland, up the northwest. He had a real affiliation with the Virgin Mary, Our Lady. And he was following the Grail Trail with a lot of things. And he drowned in a loch, which we call, like you've heard of the Loch Ness Monster. Loch is just a Scottish word for lake. But a lot of them are so bottomless. And he went out, and my big mate was in the camper van and just went, there's a lot of silence, I'm not hearing very many waves or paddles or like ripples. Popped out and his hands were above the loch, and he went down and passed away. That really, wow. I'm still left with so many unanswered questions. I can picture him here just now, mate, just sitting there, a big 5 skin of St. Peter, just going, yeah, I've gave you the breadcrumbs. You can go and figure it out. But I would never have connected with him. If I had my back, I would never have connected to the land. I would have never connected to God from the conscious level that I've had as a 3D human. I've always equated it to religion. So there were so many beautiful insights again back to Scotland. But my mum had said to me after like a traumatic experience that I was going through there, I was involved with I'm not a very nice girl, but again, she highlighted a lot of things. And my mum said, you're never going to have peace here. It breaks my heart. She said, but when you've healed this, you go and you live your life.
Do you believe that? You're never going to have peace there?
It's not I need the sunshine anyway, mate, to be honest. It's too bloody cold, Scotland.
Yeah.
But I've always felt like Scotland's football team's been doing really well of recent, which is a first in my lifetime. And Hampden was absolutely rocking. I woke up, we're obviously 7-8 hours in front, so I woke up this morning, I checked, and we had won and we get through, and it was rocking, and I just started crying, mate. I went, I love my country, but I've never felt as if it's loved me back. I've always felt so misunderstood. It was all a fundamental part of the soul's journey for all of us, which is know thyself and stop delegating it, fitting in with everyone else. So as long as
that's the journey of life, isn't it? Know thyself.
I truly
That's
believe
it.
I truly believe it is, mate.
It's like every day I'm just focused on mastering myself. That I know, because I believe that once I feel like I've mastered myself, which I think is an ongoing process, like the better my life will become, and then the less I will do things out of fear, rather inspiration, you know, and in alignment with my values, like yourself.
You're smashing it at the park, brother.
Yeah, thanks.